What is going on, y'all? We are back for another episode on the JATV, J Andre TV show. And I'm your host, J Andre. And we got another special guest, Dewey. Yes, we do. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the one and only, okay, singer and songwriter. Put your hands together for the beautiful Sapphire Monét, y'all. Come on, put your hands together. God damn it. Let me hear you with the goddamn claps. Yes. Yes. We are here. How you feeling, Sapphire? What's going on?
I feel great.
You look great.
Well, thank you. So do you.
Man, it's been a long time.
Yes.
I was about to say, man, it's been so long.
It's been years. But you are doing amazing.
Thank you.
I am proud of you.
Thank you.
Yes,
Proud of you
this
too
is
as well.
great.
You know, continue on doing your thing.
Thank
you know what
you.
I'm saying? That's what we got to do. We got to keep moving on.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, we do.
That's right. So what's been going on with you? What you been up to?
Everything, and just trying to stay busy.
All right.
Yeah.
So I know that you do music and all that stuff. You're singing and stuff and everything. So what's your type of genre? What was your type of genre?
I do funk rock.
Funk rock, right?
The queen of funk rock.
Oh, the queen of funk rock. She done plays on. She says, "I'm the queen of that son, bitch." Huh? Yeah, that's what's up. Okay, cool. So let me ask you a question. So funk rock.
Yes.
Okay, cool. What made you like kind of get into that? That situation. Like, what was it? The love of
I
funk
wanted
rock?
to do music.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that that's what I wanted to do, but I knew that I wanted to do it different.
Okay.
And being in love with people like Millie Jackson and Jimi Hendrix and Shaka Khan and Freddie Wright and all of these greats, and I was just like, well, if I do something, maybe it can be a little bit of both, of something that both things that I'm in love with, but the foundation of music. So that was funk and rock and roll.
All right, nice. Do you play any instruments?
I play drums.
Oh, what? Do you?
I do.
Nice.
I've been playing drums for a long time.
You nice with it?
I'm a right.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, that's good.
I'm all right. My brother, every time shouts out to Alicia, he brushes me up, but I'm okay.
You have your own drum set?
Huh?
You have a drum set?
I did.
Oh, okay.
I did. It
What
got
happened? The
destroyed
neighbors
in my
was-
grandmother's.
I thought you were gonna say like the
basement.
neighbors was like, cut that down.
When I moved to LA, it
not
got in my
drumline.
grandmother's basement and got destroyed. So
Oh,
thanks.
Damn. Wow.
But
That
yeah,
sucks.
I'll get back on one day. I'm trying to get my way around the guitar right now. So we'll see how that works. Very, very tedious.
Okay, that's what's up. All right, so tell me, how long have you been like singing and everything? How long you been?
I've been singing all my life.
Mm-hmm.
Well, since I was about 5 years old.
Okay.
And I've been singing full time for about 13 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. 13 years. So how long? Wait.
Yeah.
You said you eyed on the drums. How long you been playing drums? How long you been doing that?
I've been playing drums since I was in church, so pretty much all my life.
Okay.
I learned, shout music. That's the first thing I learned.
Okay, I don't know about
Then I
that.
moved up to, the double pedals.
What church you
and
went
all
to? You
of that.
remember the church you went to? What church you went to? Do you remember what church it was?
I went to Temple of Praise.
Temple of Praise.
Yes,
Shout out.
Temple of
Where's that
Praise,
at?
Jeffrey White. It was on Dean Street, but now
Oh.
it's on Snyder, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
They moved. They just
They
decided to
moved.
just pick the whole church up and just like we're just gonna go to Snyder now.
Yeah,
Or-
they moved to a bigger building.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
So, yeah, shouts out to them. That's the church that I grew up in, yeah.
All right. What's the biggest misconception people have when they first see or hear you perform? If there's any.
That I'm not as loud as I am, maybe.
That you're not what?
It's loud.
Okay.
Like my voice is not as strong as it is. Like a lot of people think that I'm going to have a softer voice because of my appearance.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's not, loud makeup or loud hair, then they figure like you're not, a rapper or, so I usually get the shock value sometimes when it's most of the time, yeah.
All right. You ever destroyed anything on stage? Like while, getting into the music? Because, sometimes.
Destroyed?
Yes.
Yeah, I've fallen into some drums.
Oh!
Very,
Were you
very
drinking?
embarrassing. No.
Oh, wow.
Just.
That's even worse.
I know, right? At least I would have had an excuse. But yeah, and
Yeah, tell us about that story. I want to need to know how you just collided in some drums. That's
yeah, I lost my footing, going all crazy.
uh,
And I think I stepped on, like the back of my heel stepped on the front of my pants type of thing.
oh,
And I did one of the back, and I
okay.
just went straight into,
Dang.
it was bad. So I think that would be the worst time that I.
So did you hit the cymbals or the toms first? No, I'm just joking. We're gonna move on. All right. So if your fans could hear the unedited version of your mind, what kind of chaos would they discover?
Oh.
Yeah, you wanted to talk? Let's talk, baby. Come on.
What type of chaos would they discover?
Yeah.
Overthinking and the pressure of being a perfectionist, like that, because it doesn't exist, and that's where the pressure actually comes in, because we know it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
It's just like there always can be better, and then that's when the obsession comes, because you don't stop, because you don't think it's nothing.
We're our
better.
own worst critics too. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
true.
Like, if you like, us as the singers and stuff, like
Yeah.
we get that all the time. There's so many times we'll go out there and we're like, oh my God, we'll perform. But sometimes we just like, yo, man, I did terrible and stuff. People would be looking at you like, what the
That's
hell are you
true.
talking about? Like, dude, you killed it. It's, you know what I
That's
mean? The
true.
backflip and everything was good. What do you mean? What's wrong?
Yeah.
But I don't know. We know what we expect from ourselves. And, sometimes,
Yeah.
we be disappointed, but then sometimes
gotta
we don't
just
need to
let
be
it go.
disappointed. 'Cause
Yeah.
we'll be all right.
Yeah.
All right, so
What?
what's your wildest pre-show ritual that nobody's supposed to know about?
If nobody's supposed to know about it, I'm supposed to tell you.
Exactly, that's the point. I mean, if it's too crazy, then don't share it. But if it's something that you can share to the public, to the viewers. Children are watching too, so just be
Okay, that
mindful.
I must do before. One of the things that I must do before I perform.
Yes.
I must do a 24-hour fast before I perform.
Wow.
Yes.
24-hour fast.
24 hours.
So what does that consist of? Like, what do? You just don't eat, like you call like the church stuff? No eating anything except for like crackers and water and
no eating at all.
And praying.
So just a smoothie or drinks, tea. No eating at all. Just taking time out, solitude, meditate. Depending on how big the show is, the venue, being honest, will determine if I do longer. But every show must require a 24-hour fast.
Wow. I need to probably try that one day. That might work. All right. If you could scream one lyric at the world and they'd have to hear it, what would you yell?
One lyric. All I do is win.
Ah, look at that. That's motivation.
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
Nah, I did say one. That's right.
The one.
All right. So, name a moment where you were like, yep, I scared somebody with that performance, so I turned it up, and I loved it. Like, when was you ever had those moments? I'm sure we all did, and I'm sure there was, we can describe a few, but was there like that one special time where it was just like, yeah, I did that shit?
It was in Bahrain. I would say, yeah, it was in Bahrain.
It was what?
In Bahrain, in Middle East.
Mm-hmm.
I had a residency out there.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Middle East.
And
Damn.
the first night I went up there.
Wait. You said you had residency out there?
Yes.
You lived out that motherfucker?
Yeah.
God damn, how long?
I was out there for about 9 months, about a year.
Wow, a whole pregnancy length. That's crazy, man. That's a long time.
On work, and then I spent about a year, almost a year. I spent a couple of months vacating and just seeing the place. But that first night, I could curse on you.
Hell, you didn't hear me curse?
All right.
Shit. Go ahead, girl.
I was
talking about?
shitting bricks.
Oh, okay.
It was like, it was it was sort of like I could still go home. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it wasn't far fetched.
Right.
And so I was like, all right, well, they got me here, so I'm gonna do it how I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna do what they used to, and that's what I did. And I felt like I was Tina Turner, Beyonce, Michael Jackson. I went off there like, let me get a towel, please, a paper towel, a cloth towel, any towel.
I know it was hot out there.
Yeah,
Bitch, too.
but yeah.
Is it hot all the time out there?
It is. It was very hot.
All through the 9 months?
All through the 9 months.
Oh, man.
It's very hot.
All right. Would you rather headline Madison Square Garden or shut down an underground warehouse concert with 300 sweaty diehard fans?
Headline MSG. Headline MSG and then bring all those people from the warehouse that get free tickets to MSG.
I was about to say, you have to clean that shit up. I'm like, you had diehard fans? You going to be like, oh, I'm sorry, nigga, but MSG was calling, bitch.
Yeah. Headline. Because, you know, you get the best of both worlds. You know, you get a free show. You know, you get the free perks as you would at the warehouse.
But 300 motherfuckers? I don't know if you're going to be able to do that shit.
Well, it'll be my show. I'm headlining.
Oh,
so you got the rest of the world that want to come, and then you got the 300 that's the wherever they want to sit.
You said you forgot I was the queen of motherfucking funk rock? I do the fuck I want.
Everybody can see the show. Everybody can.
That's right. Everybody can go.
Everybody.
On her dime. That's right.
That's right.
So.
That's right.
All right. So we talked about a little music. You
the
know
300. We are clear. The 300. The rest of y'all got.
All right. So now that you said, you know, we got some music and stuff, you said you wanted to talk. So I have a little couple questions that I want to ask, and you know, and then we're gonna have to, you know. Matter of fact, before I even get into that, do you have like what's the singles and stuff? Can you tell us about any singles and stuff that you have out, or what's going on with that?
Yes,
you want to hear that later on. Yes.
Cut the Shit is coming out.
You just asked if you could curse, and you just went ahead. You got a song called "Cut the Shit."
Yeah. It's called "Cut the Shit."
Okay.
And it's very funky.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be out next month in July.
Dope.
So, what I'm doing tonight is a tribute and a cover, a do-over to Curtis Mayfield, Pusha.
All right.
So we did it, and shouts out to the family. Thank you very much.
All right. Dope. All right. Hopefully they don't copyright me. But cool. Let's do this. Now that we got that, cool. Let me ask this question now. So, do you believe true love still exists in this generation, or are we just swiping through heartbreak?
Swiping through heartbreak.
Yeah.
Wow.
Shit ain't the same anymore, you know?
It's not.
It ain't the same. It ain't like how our great grandmotherfuckers was really loving each other back in the days, you know what I'm saying?
I know, it's not.
I mean, I know motherfuckers was cheating too, still back then. Motherfuckers be having stories like, God damn, he did that in the 1800s? This is crazy. I didn't even know that happened then. Go ahead.
I do believe it exists.
Okay.
I do. I just believe that the discipline when it comes to boundaries probably doesn't. And that's probably where, you know, the polishing needs to be. Because, you know, everybody says communication, but it really determines on the specific communication that you want with your partner that y'all have that works for you. Mm-hmm. And it goes along with everything else. Your schedule, your time, your money, you know, everything. So...
But you know what's crazy about that? I can agree with that to a certain extent, because it's like communication is there until a certain time. Because when you first meet a person, you want to get down with the person, you really in love with the person. Oh, communication is there all day long. But once you get used to them and like a year into the whole shit, and you're like, what? What the fuck are you calling me for? You know what I'm saying? It's Wednesday. What the hell? Like,
that's when you have to find out what type of communication works for y'all.
Right.
And how you can move on in that specific communication. But I think the biggest thing today is boundaries. People don't want to respect that or don't have the discipline to practice them. So once we get that, then people can believe in, you know, believe that true love still exists. Me personally, I do. I just think that's the little crack.
I do believe true love exists. Usually those people who's in true love, they're taken. But I do believe that there are singles out there that's looking out there. It's just very hard to find, especially what's going on in
the world
today's society. Things are getting very expensive nowadays. So, not even things, people, in order to, it's crazy. But, for real, it's just amazing. It's hard to find relationships, and, to be consistent with it. And, it's just not there. Consistency is the word. There's really no consistency there as of how it was when you first start. It's
and
always,
then you got to be considerate of people not knowing how to date.
Right.
There's people that don't know how.
They know how to date. I feel they do know how to date. You know why?
You think?
You know why? Because people know, or they have natural emotions and reactions when certain things happen to them. You know what I'm saying?
But not everybody has been through that dating thing that has been in a relationship. Like you probably have someone that has been in 4 relationships. Every relationship they've been in, they've met that person through someone.
Right.
So the dating came after because, we've seen around, we've hung out, we've been here, we've done that. So then it's like, okay, now we're dating to get romantic, as opposed to you just going out with someone that you don't even know, sharing your energy, your time, your space. You're getting to know this person. You probably never see him and speak to them again. You're going to do it all over again next week.
I just think what happened is motherfuckers
some people just don't, I don't think they know where to start.
I think they do. Because like I said, when you first start, you know how to do it. Communication is there. You know what I'm saying? You know how to call. You know when to call. Oh, I'll be finished at this time. Yada, yada, yada. You do that. I just feel as you get into each other, you start getting a little bit tired of each other. You know what I mean? You see each other all the fucking time.
That's why the dating and the courting has to come first. And then it's I'll be here, and then I'll be there, and then I'll be there. Yeah. The dating and the courting has to come first. And then that comes. Once that comes too early, we get tired of it. So do you.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's facts. All right. What does loyalty look like to you? And do you think artists struggle with more with it, like in relationships? Because I know a lot of artists, same thing. It's always, some sweet smelling roses in the very beginning until like when the artist starts to be like, oh, I got to go on the road. I got that, I got this. And then, after a while, the girl is just like, why you got to be gone all the damn time? Like, it was the schedule. It's always been here. What the hell are you talking about? So I don't know.
I think the stereotype, in other words, where there's smoke, there's fire. So yes. But in the same breath, being a loyal artist, I do say that there's some out there. Mm-hmm. It does exist. And it does make it harder on the artist, even in a solidified relationship or committed relationship, when it comes to us balancing the two and making sure the reassurance is there and the security is there. That way the person, your partner, doesn't have time to wonder and doesn't have time to make things up in her head or in his head. However, so, I would say, yeah, they do exist. We do exist. But then you do have that other side. And if musicians could just be open, like, this is how it is, this is what I'm not, this is what I can't give you, this is what I can offer you, then I think, we wouldn't get such a stereotype like that.
I think I don't know. Speaking for myself, like, I can't say for most people, but some people share the same story I have, where it's just like, I do tell you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You see where I come from. Not only that, you met me at the damn venue. You know what I'm saying? So you have an idea what I do. So it shouldn't be a surprise if, you know what I mean? And then, of course, as we get to know each other and spend time, I'm going to let you know. You know what I mean? Like, I tell you what it is. Like, yeah, I do this, da-da-da, at times, yada, yada, whatever. But
yeah, it's just human nature.
Yeah.
It's human nature. It's love. It's everything that comes with it. It's the whole umbrella of it. Comes with the shit.
Oh, that's real shit.
It comes with it.
Have you ever been in love with someone who didn't support your art? How did you deal with that? That almost kind of reflects on the last point. You know what I'm saying? Because my thing is, if you're going to be complaining every single damn time I'm trying to do my damn work, then you don't support my damn art. I think I should get like the 100 emoji. That's facts. But it's real. If you're gonna complain after every single time I'm going out of town, you're not really supporting my art.
It's true.
Even though you know, because it shouldn't be a surprise. Like, oh, I'm going out. It's not like I'm surprising you out of nowhere. Just like, oh, I'm taking off to Iowa. I have a concert to do out there,
Right.
and you don't have no idea what I do. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But have you ever experienced that, or I have? But have you?
I have. Yeah, I have.
I think
too.
every artist did.
Yeah. Hmm. Because the thing is that we do go hard for relationships, but we just go harder for this. And a lot they don't understand that.
They do understand that because they have jobs.
They do understand that.
And when they have jobs, they
Right.
put that shit before your ass. Because if I be like, hey, girl, I want you to come over right now. I can't. I gotta go to work.
Yeah, I don't know what it is because I have been in a situation where my partner was helping someone else
Yeah.
elevate with
Oh.
the sources that they had. And I would have to pull teeth for shit as little as
1 second. This motherfucker gonna interrupt. No, hold on. I thought I had my damn earpiece in me. Look at it. Hey, nigga, we taping. Where you at? Oh, I'm at the door. I just heard him, too. I don't know. Spike out the door or whatever. We still taping, but it's cool, nigga. Come on through. Thank God for editing, motherfucker. Your ass gonna come through all late. Yeah, I ain't had no excuses. I told your ass I was gonna be taping, nigga. I'm just playing. Having a good time, bro? Yes, sir. No, I'm just asking if you having a good time. You said I ain't fake?
okay.
You stupid. Yo, what up, nigga?
What's good, bro?
All right, just.
I saw my people's outside. They gave me a cup. They was like,
Oh, your people's just outside? Oh, yeah? Yeah? What about your people's inside here, motherfucker? Nah, I'm just playing. Nah, but, what we were saying, I don't know. This motherfucker interrupted.
Yeah, I had a partner that used their sources to elevate someone else.
Oh, right. Oh.
That they really knew. They knew of the friend of the person. I had to find that out. That was my thing. So
If you have to find that out, then that means it was more than just,
yeah.
elevating the career.
So my thing, okay,
Right.
all right.
Right, okay.
So yeah, that has definitely happened to me before. Not a good feeling. Not a good feeling at all.
I know it's very disappointing. It's, heartbreaking. Yeah.
It happens. Shit happens.
It does. It's life, goddammit. It's hate. I hate
Shit
that's
happens.
part of life, but that's what makes you
Exactly.
stronger.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't break me down.
Never know how close
you
your
you
ups
can't
are.
break me. No heartbreak. No,
Yeah.
none of that can break me down. Goddammit. All right. So next question.
Yes.
Is it hard being vulnerable in your music when people can take your pain and turn it into gossip?
No. The thing is, only we know, and that's what makes us safe, because only we know.
Yeah.
Only
That's
we
dope.
know what we're giving out is, whether we're over it, and we can talk about it, whether it's a fantasy, never happened, whether it's something that we're manifesting to happen, whether,
Yeah.
whatever, whether it's real life, whether it's currently happening, they won't know. Only we will.
Right.
So that's what makes us safe. So I think that's why music is an outlet with everything. It's an outlet when you're sad, when you're mad, when you're hurt, when you're happy, when you're, joyous, when you're successful, when you're down, because it targets everything. There's something for everything in music.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it so comfortable, and that's what makes us so safe.
Yeah.
That's what makes it so safe.
That's right. I like that answer. God damn, she just answered everything great, huh? All right. Well, of course, I'm going to have to ask this question to you, my last question. When the lights go out and everything's faded and it's just you, what keeps you going? What keeps you motivated, girl? Come on, what's your answer?
The thrill of doing it again, better and bigger.
Pause,
Then-
but yes.
Than what I
I'm
the
telling you,
curtain
there's
that
a pause
closed that
moment in
night.
every episode. I'm telling you, I'm going to do a compilation. This shit is great, nigga. Good. Okay.
Yeah. then the show of the curtain that closed that night.
Nice.
And that's what pushes me to have a bigger show, a bigger record, bigger, bigger audience, bigger love, bigger support. So that's what pushes me. And I don't ever, ever, ever look for anyone that does not support. I always look for the ones that do, because those are the ones that make me want to keep going.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. That's what I'm talking about here. But before you go, of course, we got to lose something. Hopefully you can bless us with a little song. You know what I mean? A little something. Let's go. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Sapphire Monét, y'all. Come on! Motherfuckers. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Clap your goddamn hands. And ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you. Appreciate everybody that stopped through. We out of here. Next, Sapphire Monét.
Wow. I thought I left. I'm your mama, I'm your daddy, I'm that bitch that's in the alley, I'm that doctor when you need. Love my wife, you love my weed. You can get it when you want. You're my high, I can't afford. Seem to like it from what I know. Shit you say, it's just like blow. Honey, baby, I'm your pusher. Baby, I'm your pusher. Always first in line. Favorite climax all the time. Seeing colors got you high. Get my speed, but you take flight. Let me tell you now. Anything you want from me, baby, willing to give it to you. I'm all that you need. I said I'm all that you need. Anything you want from me, baby, willing to give it to you. I'm all that you need. I said I'm all that you need. Baby, I'm your pusher. Baby, I'm your pusher. Damn right. Keep your mind and body high, steady, blow your mind. Let me tell you now. Let me just tell you, baby.
So, tell the folks, what's the secret to this year's bumper crop?
Well, we planted corn.
Welcome back to JATV, folks. Today, we're talking about the best way to rustle cattle. Now, first thing you got to remember is,
Well, I reckon that newfangled telegraph is faster than a spooking stallion.
But can it tell a tall tale like old Jedediah?
So, Miss Dubois, tell the folks listening to JATV radio.
What's it really like singing in these rough and tumble saloons?
so, if a rooster lays an egg on the barn roof, which way does it roll?
Now hold on, roosters don't lay eggs.
Would you rather have a horse that can fly or a chicken that lays golden eggs?
Oh my goodness.
So, ma'am, is it true you once wrestled a grizzly bear for a drop petticoat?
Well, I never.
Would you rather wrestle a bear or tell your mother-in-law her cooking's terrible?
I'd take the bear.
Well, now that's a tough one, little lady.
Would you rather wrestle a bear or...
Well, now, I reckon I'd rather wrestle a grizzly bear wearing nothing but bacon than answer that one, missy.
So tell me, what's the secret to a long life in these parts?
Well, Hick, it's mostly about
About not dying.